Ora, bem-vindos a mais um episódio de Metal Gear Solid 5. Vamos lá ver o que é que a gente tem por aqui. Engano-me sempre no botão. Compensinhas, como sempre. Algum upgrade? Não.
Please specify a project. Please specify a project.
Tira isto. Ora, vamos lá.
Please select a mission. Please select a mission.
Não. Quero isto. Quero isto. Quero isto. E vamos começar. Vamos lá. Bem, para esta missãozinha há um truquezinho. Os skills não te apanharem. Já vão saber qual é. Presumo que já o saibam. Mas para quem não sabe...
Out ahead! It's them. Can you hear me? Are you okay? It looks like you're surrounded by mist. The support chopper can't get close to your position right now.
Hurry! They are coming! We are their quarry.
Skulls. So that Misty is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now.
Fui para aqui.
You need to eliminate the skulls. We
Aqui para
cannot
cima.
lose Code Talker.
Eles aqui em cima não me atacam.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Fire!
What is wrong with you?
Ah, bolas. Esqueci-me deste gajo.
Code Talker is dead. Now there's no hope of saving him.
Skulls. So that Misty is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Please supplies requested.
Gastão.
Supply drop complete.
Que é isto?
Default a drop point.
Dois já estão.
Development complete. Supply drop complete.
Fire!
Nice going, boss. That mist is clearing. Great work, boss. I'm coming in on another chopper.
Helicopter.
Get code talker to the LZ and wait there.
Mission info
Yeah.
has been updated.
Ops. Vamos lá. Aí vem o helicóptero.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Get in, boss.
Support helicopter has arrived. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. Great work.
Acho que agora já vai poder haver antídoto e vão sair da quarentena.
Skullface is no longer in Africa. The nuclear test was a success. Now they turned their knives on me.
Satellites didn't read any test. Neither did seismometers.
The detonation test took place 5 years ago in the southern Indian Ocean. The final test was the opposite, to prevent detonation.
You mean?
Skullface plans to sell nuclear weapons that he retains control of.
It's not like hawking small arms to militias.
Indeed. He plans to avoid detection by exporting minerals containing tiny amounts of uranium in the form of metallic archaea. Once on site, the metallic archaea enrich the uranium and weaponize it. Loaded onto all-terrain bipedal machines. They ensure any country, armed group, even the smallest terrorist cell, can become a nuclear power.
Bipedal. So that's why they needed Huey. A nuke business to replace the arms business. And Skullface owns the market.
The very atmosphere of nukes, anywhere and everywhere. Deterrence on all sides.
So that's why he ran a non-detonation test.
Yes. Another metallic archaea instantly overrides the criticality generator. It fails safe only he controls. Any such weapon can be deactivated whenever he chooses, regardless of who owns it or their intent to use it.
Nukes. Controlled by a man, not a country.
If they proliferate, conventional nukes lose all value.
Political, military, and economic. The two superpowers become powerless.
The R&D and medical teams have come up with a proposal for a new suit that applies Code Talker's research, the Parasite suit. Apparently, it can recreate some of the Skull's unusual abilities. But in order to use those abilities, it needs parasites. If you want to wear this suit, you're going to need to get a hold of parasites by extracting skulls.
We need to stop the epidemic at Mother Base.
About the pathogen spreading through Mother Base, what's your opinion?
Textbook symptoms of vocal cord parasite infestation. And judging from this casualty list, it is the Kikango strain, meaning a breed of parasite that triggers symptoms upon detecting pronunciation specific to Kikango.
So how do we keep them from becoming symptomatic?
Use this. A type of Wolbachia, introduced to a sample of the parasite. The parasitic bacteria that colonizes the parasites, turning male to female and preventing copulation. You must cultivate more.
Ih, já tá. Quarentena, pelos vistos, vai
Thanks
poder
to Code
acabar.
Talker, we've managed to put a stop to any new vocal cord parasite infections. We couldn't save those already symptomatic, but everyone who survived has been released from the quarantine platform. Skullface will pay for this.
Again with the truth serum?
What are those legs made of? Titanium? All the way to the femur.
Metallic archaea.
Sahelanthropus. Where is it?
What?
We have to know before his plan is complete. Sahelanthropus is the final piece.
What are you talking about?
If the Soviets break out a mobile, controllable nuclear weapon, East-West relations will be right back at the Cuban Missile Crisis.
The Cold War returns to life, as countries without nuclear arsenals line up for what Skullface is selling. Nuclear weapons proliferate overnight, and on the brink of annihilation, the world maintains its balance.
But we know this is all just a shield, a ruse.
The cleansing parasites are what matter most. A WMD to eclipse even nukes, and the only one that can still be used. Skullface is the world's greatest threat, and Zero's. The pieces are in place. All that remains is to unveil Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan.
They can't activate it without me. Okay, B-Zero. Sahelanthropus is beyond the Soviet base camp, in a lab built by the Soviet philosophers. That's what you're looking for. But I have no idea how he's controlling it. It wasn't designed to accommodate a human pilot. No! No! Wait!
We got word from Afghanistan. Everyone at the Soviet base camp's dead. No sign of fighting. Parasites. Skullface's men then headed north. The target is OKB-0. That's where he'll activate Sahelanthropus. Unless we stop him, he'll go down in history a conquering victor. We can't let that happen. Wipe him out. Don't leave any trace of his existence.
I'm gonna need backup on this one.
You'll rendezvous on site.
Mission list updated.
Now, the Walbachia have multiplied. Code Talker. Emmerich uses externally powered legs of his own design. It's bionics technology, a product of the U.S. military's failed. He said I was in a British military hospital.
the doctor had a Greek accent. They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Quiet. Boss? Hello? Where is she? You mean quiet? Remember that?
Dr. Clark works for ATGC.
Boss, sorry to keep you waiting. We finally finished analyzing that yellow cake cipher was moving. There was nothing unusual about the composition of the yellow cake itself. Most of it was oxidized uranium, with the rest being impurities, various metals as well as traces of organic matter. What's interesting is the composition of these impurities. When we checked them against the impurities found in the copper ore, it was clear the yellow cake didn't come from Shinkolobwe, meaning they went to the trouble of mining 2 sources of uranium, then transported them together in different states. Another thing, we detected a very thin layer of highly enriched uranium in the middle of the yellow cake. Now that is very interesting. It may not be a lot, but it points to the existence of uranium-enriching technology. After all, yellow cake can't naturally produce highly enriched uranium. If they could mass produce this, they'd be just one step away from a gun barrel type nuclear bomb. But uranium enrichment requires advanced technology and a large-scale facility. If that kind of place existed in Zaire, the Soviet Union wouldn't sit idly by. And there's another question. Where were they transporting the yellow cake and malachite uranium? The first place that comes to mind is South Africa. The government was supposed to have abandoned nuclear weapons development after caving to international pressure. But rumors persist that it's continued in secret. Plus, CRS were escorting the truck, and they're based out of South Africa. And then South Africa does have an abandoned test site. If Cypher's involved with nuclear development in South Africa. But how would that fit with their weapon to surpass Metal Gear? We need more information. Shinkolobwe. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. The US bought a lot of uranium.
Bem, pessoal, vou terminar este episódio por aqui. Deixem o vosso like, subscrevam caso não tenham feito ainda. E um muito obrigado por verem. E pelo vosso like, se der. Ficava bastante agradecido. Bem, até amanhã.